Cornbread is a classic quick bread, and this one really is quick and so delicious. Start with 1½ cups of cornmeal, and to that, add 1¼ cups all-purpose flour. For leavenings, we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, ½ teaspoon of baking soda goes in, 2 teaspoons of salt, that's coarse salt, and for sweetness, ½ cup of granulated sugar. And all you have to do is whisk this together until it's combined. No need to sift. Just make sure that's nice and aerated and fully incorporated. And for the wet ingredients, 1¾ cup buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk in the house, you can also use plain milk and just stir in about 1 tablespoon of white vinegar or lemon juice, and that will create texture of buttermilk. So to that, 6 tablespoons of butter, that's 3/4 of a stick. And remember, it should always be unsalted. And 2 large eggs. And this also can just be whisked together to combine. The wet ingredients just go right into the dry ingredients. So make sure those dry ingredients are in a great big bowl, right into the center like that. And gently fold these ingredients together just until your batter comes together. And then set it aside while you grate the cheese. For the cheese, I'm using 8 ounces of Monterey Jack. You could also use that Monterey Jack with jalapeno if you like it spicy. Or you could use a good cheddar cheese. It's a fine melting cheese as well. You just grate it all, just like that, okay? So that goes into our bowl with our cornbread base. And to that also a small can of chopped green chilies. These are available in many brands and you can buy them spicy or mild, and those get folded in. These little chilies add a lot of flavor to the cornbread. Even if you think you're not a fan of chilies, you'll be a fan of chilies in this cornbread, I promise you. It just imparts that wonderful pepper flavor. And for the topping, these adorable little sweet mini bell peppers, you can find these nowadays in most grocery stores. They impart sweet pepper flavor into the cornbread, and they also look beautiful on the top. I have 5 ounces here. Transfer the cornbread batter into a buttered 9×13 baking pan. You can just dump that right in and level the top to make it flat before adding your peppers. I want to make sure I get every last bit of that delicious batter into the pan. Okay. And just use your spatula to gently press the batter flat. You just want it evenly distributed in the pan. And right on the top go the little pepper rounds. And I like to just randomly scatter them over the top. I think that makes for a prettier presentation. And this is ready for a preheated 400-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's puffed and golden brown along the edges. Our cornbread is out of the oven and looking fabulous. Let it cool in the pan for about 5 minutes and then flip it out onto a wire rack to cool further. About another 15 minutes at least. I like to serve it warm. And rather than squares, I like to cut little wedges. First, cut it lengthwise straight down, and then on each side, you can cut little wedges. This cornbread is so good on its own, and the presentation is so nice. You can also butter little mini muffin tins and transfer the batter. I've made some here to show you. Look at that. Isn't that great? Little bite-sized cornbread muffins. Perfect for a cocktail party, or as an appetizer before dinner, or to pack in your kid's lunch. Make this recipe once, and I promise you it's going to become your go-to cornbread. So easy and delicious.